With the inaugural franchising seasons of both the NALCS and the Overwatch League just around the corner, and especially with how these teams have gotten their rosters together, the word salary cap is being thrown around like a bit of a bad omen. As it stands right now, these leagues are running around uninhibited, free to spend cash however which way they choose. We're starting to feel the ripples of why a salary cap may be coming sooner rather than later. The idea of a salary cap is supposed to promote a level playing field. You get your set amount of money, you spend every last dime, and then the supposedly balanced teams compete head to head. The idea being that close competition in a balanced playing field leads to some really exciting matches. This also puts a leash on teams and prevents them from spending an egregious amount of money too quickly. In the NALCS, we are already in the middle of a Team Liquid spending spree, buying every single free agent that isn't already nailed down. In the Overwatch League, the London Spitfire bought the entirety of CG Busan 5 seconds after becoming an actual team. There's a huge chance that the bench of the London Spitfires could be the Season 4 Apex champions. If you had some kind of salary cap in place, these egregious imbalances could be somewhat limited. The opposition to the salary cap is that many people believe players should be paid every single cent that they're worth, and no team should dictate how much that value is. In the NALCS, there is also an import clause which prevents teams from picking up all sorts of crazy out-of-country talent to fill their rosters with. Also, this prevents teams from creating super teams in the hopes that inevitably in the NALCS we can get ourselves a team that bangs it out in the Worlds like we all hope that they possibly can. Non-endemic teams with venture capitalist cash swimming around in their money bins like Scrooge McDuck should be able to spend as much money as they choose to get themselves the players that they want. However, many of these problems can be solved by adopting the NBA's soft cap and luxury tax system. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, you set yourself up for a certain cap with room to grow. And if you want to pay beyond that cap, you're hit up with a luxury tax or a small fine that allows you to do so. There are a lot of moving parts here, and we need to take a real hard look at how to prevent a lot of these exploits from going on in these leagues. You can't have teams spending money like your buddy who really loves strippers at your bachelor party. Yet pulling a number arbitrarily out of the sky without data is just as detrimental. If you're the Boston Uprising and you're forced to play the London Spitfire, knowing full well that the guys riding Pine could snap you like a twig, how are you supposed to generate funds and create yourself an environment that is both positive for your fans and positive for your team? If you're the Golden Guardians who now have to go and get themselves some solo queue all-stars because there's no one left to sign, how does that benefit the NALCS as a whole? At the end of the day, a salary cap would provide a necessary safety net for not only the players and the teams, but for the leagues as a whole. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see these things coming faster than we think.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more esports content.